Hey, sweetie, how's it going? Are you packed? Not to nag. I just don't know how the roads will be and I don't want to be late. Or how my mother will be if we are.
Been packed for hours. Don't worry about a thing. And I looked at the weather and traffic. We're all close.
You're the best. I just don't want to poke the bear any more than I have to.
Your mom being the bear?
She certainly can be, especially when I bring home a new boyfriend for her and Grandma to meet.
All of them?
Pretty much.
What was the name of that guy you were telling me about? The tennis player?
Oh God, Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick.
Believe me, I wish I could. The guy had tennis balls rolling around his cars.
Sounds dangerous.
It was.
Did he ever meet Tanya and Pearl?
Yeah, at my graduation. It didn't go well. Let's just say they aren't sports fans.
What happened?
They told him that tennis, and all sports in general, was a total waste of time, and that only idiots watched them on TV, like her ex-husband, my father.
Wow, that's, special.
It's something, all right.
Who else?
Well, there was Bill, the paralegal.
And what was wrong with him?
He wasn't a lawyer. And then I actually did meet a lawyer, but he was a public defender for the homeless. Can you believe they actually had the nerve to ask him why he didn't defend, quote, real people?
Well, I'm sure they'll be impressed with a humble graduate student working part-time at a bakery.
I know. I'm sorry. Although, who knows? They're totally unpredictable.
Have they ever actually liked any of your boyfriends?
One, a cop.
Oh, I see.
But Pearl decided she hated him when he said he wouldn't make her traffic tickets disappear.
That grandma of yours is a feisty one. But I promise you, I can handle myself. They can judge me all they want. All that matters is how we feel about each other.
Oh, sweetie, bless your heart.
Uh-oh.
If they get even a whiff of fear, they will eat you alive.
Well, it's a good thing we're bringing the gravy.
This is no joke, and I'm so sorry. But come New Year's, we'll be gone, and I promise you'll never have to see them again. And I'll love you forever and ever and ever and ever.
I thought you were going to do that anyway.
Nah, I was lying then.
Well, thanks for telling me. We'll get through it. I know we will.
It just makes me so sad. I mean, your parents love me. They're so cool and kind and understanding, and they made me feel so welcome and at home on Thanksgiving. Honestly, I don't even feel at home in my mom's house, and I grew up there.
I'm sorry. I got lucky with my parents. I feel kind of guilty about it sometimes. Me having a cool family and yours being so
screwed up.
But your dad is cool.
My dad is freaking awesome.
Have you talked to him yet?
No, I'll have to text him from Mom's.
Think they'll want to talk?
Has hell frozen over?
Not yet, but the weather guy just said that Lake Twilight has.
Oh, jeez, that's just great.
Yeah, maybe I spoke too soon about the roads.
Well, maybe if we leave right now, we can beat it.
Outrun the storm on Christmas Eve? I like it.
Oh, honey, don't you know? We can't outrun the storm. We're just going to head straight into it. Hey, how you doing down there?
Oh, you know, sleeping like a baby with the snakes and the bugs.
There are snakes?
No, sorry, JK. But I have made friends with a family of spiders.
What color are they?
Black, I think. Or maybe brown.
I can't tell. It's really dark.
I'm trying to be a good sport about it, but I can't believe your mom is making me sleep in the basement.
I am so sorry. I can't believe I forgot to tell you that they wouldn't approve of us sleeping in the same room. Still, I had no idea she'd put you down there. The last time I was here, that guest room wasn't full of junk. How's the air mattress?
I think it's leaking. Merry Christmas, babe. It's already been an interesting trip, and just think, we have a whole week to go.
Oh my gosh, when you say it like that, I can just feel myself practically break out in hives.
So what do we do tomorrow? Open presents first thing?
My mom never cared about presents growing up. It was always Dad that did all the shopping, all the wrapping. On Christmas morning, Mom's just sat there, slumped in her chair with a big glass of wine.
Celebrating early.
Expect it tomorrow too. It's a Christmas tradition.
And then what?
Well, I guess we'll all go over to Grandma Pearl's house.
So your mom thinks only women should work in bakeries and 26 is way too old to be a student?
Don't listen to her. She's an idiot.
It's amazing how children can end up so different from their parents.
A lot end up exactly like them, though.
Well, thank God you didn't. At least not them.
I'm so glad we live so far away.
Is that why you moved?
I used to tell myself it was only for school, but really, I think it was because of them. As much as I was going to miss my dad, my mom was just making life there impossible. It broke my heart, but thankfully he understood.
Did moving really help?
Oh, absolutely. Now when I don't answer my phone, she can't come over and pound on my door until the neighbors call the cops.
Did they ever lock her up?
I thought about getting a restraining order for a while, but I didn't really have any grounds. I guess in the eyes of the law, having a terrible, overbearing mother doesn't mean you can legally keep them away.
That's a crime. It should be a law in and of itself. Lynn's law for keeping away your evil mother.
I literally just lolled really loud at that.
Yeah, I could hear you from down here.
Oh my god, I woke my mom up. She's yelling at me. She's pounding on the door.
What, does she think you're in high school or something? Hello? Lynn?
Sorry. She seriously just chewed me out about staying up late and texting you.
That's awful, but also kind of funny.
It's not funny at all.
I know. I'm sorry. She's just so out there, so extreme. She's like a cartoon character.
Cartoons don't text, which is what she's doing to me right now.
What's she saying?
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
So, good night, I guess. Lynn?
Lynn, are you still typing over there? I feel I can hear you typing. You can hear me typing on my phone from down the hall? Well, yes, you do it very loudly. You've always been a loud typer. Whatever, we were just trying to say goodnight. What do you care anyway? I'm an adult. Because we have a full day tomorrow and you need plenty of rest. Grandma will expect us to help out with the cooking and I can't have you sleeping in. I haven't slept in since high school. Well, we can't risk it. Besides, we have to get up and open presents.
Since when do you care about opening presents?
Well, I always loved opening presents.
I'm surprised you even remember ever opening any.
Now, what is that supposed to mean?
I mean your traditional Christmas morning bottle of Chardonnay.
Oh, would you stop judging me already? I have no idea how I raised such a judgmental child.
Oh, you have no idea, do you? You are the most judgmental person I have ever met.
Well, you'll have to do better than that.
Oh, you want an example?
I believe I'm owed one.
How about treating every boyfriend I've ever had like crap? Have you ever wondered why you've only met any of them once?
Well, I assume they finally saw what a nasty woman you are and then dumped you accordingly.
I can't believe my own mother is talking to me like this.
Well, when you act like a child, expect to be treated like a child.
And that's why Dad left you, because all you did was treat him like a child.
Please, Lynn, I don't want to get into a huge argument just before bed. You pounded on my door. You texted me because I was trying to get some sleep and the constant clicking of those nails was driving me crazy.
Then you're hearing things because I don't have any nails.
Of course, you never took after any of my physical traits.
Thank heavens for that.
Oh, please, our side of the family puts your father's to shame.
Dad doesn't need anyone to tell him he should be ashamed of anything.
Speaking of your father, how is Johnny? Are you two still talking?
Of course we're still talking.
Well, how should I know? I haven't spoken with the man in nearly 10 years.
Why did you two stay together so long?
Well, that was him, the soft old fool. He wanted to stay together for you until you were 18. He thought it would be easier for you that way. I told him she knows as well as anyone that we're miserable. A divorce would be best for all of us.
One of the only things we've ever agreed on.
But you know him. You always came first. Lynn, Lynn, Lynn. You were all I ever heard about.
Well, I am your child.
That may be true, but children should be seen and not heard. That's what your grandmother taught me, and that's what I've tried to teach you.
But what about being kind?
Kind? To who? To me?
Kind and supportive.
Oh, supportive of what, darling? That silly little hobby you call a career? What is a service dog trainer anyway? Do you even get paid for that? Cleaning up doggy poo all day? No. Not for me, thank you. I'm sorry, but I can't be supportive of that.
How about supportive of just one of my boyfriends? You've been awful to all of them. You're being awful to Jay.
Oh, come off it. How am I being mean to Jay? Did he tell you that? What a big baby crying to his girlfriend that her mommy was mean to him.
I can see it for myself, you and Grandma, demeaning him for being a student? Telling him only women should be allowed to work at bakeries?
We didn't say allow. We just said it was unusual for a man.
A man to what? Work his own way through school and not rely on his parents' money like you did?
Oh no, are they poor?
Ugh! So you aren't only sexist, you're classist as well.
I'm what? What did you call me?
Try reading a book, Mom.
Well, I'm not up on all the new lingo, sorry.
It means you hate poor people.
I do not. I don't hate anyone except Susie Miller. I just think they should clean up and get jobs is all.
So who would be good enough for me?
Oh, I don't know. A brain surgeon? A CEO of a major corporation? Oh, I know. A race car driver.
A race car driver? You cannot be serious.
Sure, why not? I don't know though. Some of those race car drivers' wives are pretty beautiful.
And so what?
I'm just saying you'd have strict competition, dear. And you've never been much of a girly girl, never one to take pride in your appearance.
Oh, Mother, you have no idea, do you?
A About what, dear? About how I see right through you and have for a long time. Are you saying I'm thin? I'll take that as a compliment, dear. The holidays just murder my diet. I'll have to force down this ham. Way to change the subject. And then our big New Year's Eve party. I always stuff myself. You still have that? Bigger and better than ever. Last year we had over 150. The whole block showed up.
Oh, great.
You'll be expected to help, you know. Grandma can't do everything like she used to. I'm counting on you.
To do what?
Well, let's see. I have the list right here.
You have a list?
Picking up the cake, paying the caterers.
Yay.
Hiring a DJ, finding a venue.
You really waited till the last minute on this thing, didn't you?
Well, with you and Jay coming, we just had so much to do. Cooking, cleaning the house.
You cleaned the house?
Well, of course we did. Couldn't you tell?
I could not.
Shut up! Some holiday, my only daughter comes home just to verbally abuse me and keep me awake by force on Christmas.
Fine.
What? What do you mean, fine?
Good night.
Oh, Lynn, don't go yet.
I'm tired, Mom.
Well, you weren't too tired to talk to... What's his face?
I know you know his name, so I'm not taking the bait. And that's because he's not completely and utterly exhausting like you.
Well, how can I sleep now after all this?
I don't know. Warm milk?
Great, thanks. Another of Lynn's useless suggestions and a long line of them.
Okay, I'm done. Good night, Mother.
Oh, darling, have you looked at the time?
What? Why?
Well, it's 12:01. Merry Christmas.
Hey, honey. A belated Merry Christmas to you and Jay. Just got back from the mountains and I finally have cell service.
Oh, Daddy, it's so good to hear from you.
You too, kid. So, how's things going in the nut house? Did you get what you wanted for Christmas and Mom and Grandma disappeared?
Sadly, no. I got the same thing I get every year. Bitterness, hate, resentment.
So, in other words, just another Christmas with my ex-wife and mother-in-law.
I can see why you ended up raising goats in Peru.
I wanted to raise goats in Peru. I ended up with llamas instead. So what's going on?
Well, it started on Christmas Eve when she made Jay sleep in the basement.
You know there's a snake down there.
What?
Yeah, a little one though. Won't hurt him. Maybe not tell him right now.
Yeah, maybe I'll wait till after we get back home.
So she's still just up to her same old tricks. He's not good enough. Job sucks, family sucks, everything about him sucks.
That's her MO.
You know what to do by now. Best to just ignore her. Keep your heads down, keep a fake smile plastered on. Just grin and bear it till after the party.
Yeah, the party.
I assume she's still throwing her New Year's Eve bash. The planning always took her all month.
Yeah, except she's making me plan it all, and in just a few days. The DJ, the venue, everything.
Well, isn't everything booked?
Yes, we're having it at that crappy ballroom off the highway.
The Two Seasons? Oh no.
Yep.
Wasn't there a big drug bust there last year?
That's the place.
This isn't right, what she's doing to you.
I know, but what can I do? You know she's impossible to argue with. She'll just wear me down until I break.
But she's kind of setting you up to fail.
You're right, so when the party goes terribly, she can just blame it all on me. Dad, what am I gonna do?
Honey, I was hoping I'd never have to tell you this about your mother, but...
But what?
Well, the only thing she responds to is... nothing.
What do you mean by nothing?
All she wants is attention, to be the focus of every room. Even if it's negative attention, she'll take it. And if she isn't getting any, she'll create it by creating drama.
So what should I do?
The only thing you can. Ignore her.
Just ignore her? How?
Don't do any of it. Don't book the venue, don't book the DJ, none of it. Don't buy into her drama. Just go home.
Go home?
Or, hey, I have an idea.
What is it?
How about I fly you guys down here for New Year's?
To Peru?
Sure. You guys can finally meet the llamas.
I mean, I'd have to talk to Jay, but that sounds amazing.
So you know what you have to do?
I guess I do.
In the end, it's the best thing for her as well.
I guess I'll trust you on that. Lynn? Lynn, where are you?
Oh, hey, Mom, what's going on?
Going on? Going on? I'll tell you what's going on. Me and 150 of my closest friends are standing outside the venue in the cold, listening to some silly bald man who calls himself the manager tell us that they're already booked.
Oh, that's weird.
And the catering company says they haven't received the deposit. And the DJ you said you hired said he's never heard of you.
Oh, now that's unusual.
What's going on, Lynn?
Well, Mom, the thing is, Dad and I have been talking.
Oh, wonderful. What has that horrible little mouse of a man got to say?
He told me what I should do with you.
Do? Why should you do anything with me? I've done nothing to you.
He told me your Achilles heel.
My what?
Gave me a secret weapon.
And what could that be?
I am going to ignore you.
Ha! chance? I'm your mother. You can't ignore me. Hello? Lynn? Lynn? Just testing it out. Looks like it works. All right, I've had enough of this little prank of yours. It's New Year's Eve, not April Fool's. Now call the manager and tell him your little prank's over and he can let us in now. Well, that may be a little hard to do. Why's that? I doubt you've forgotten how to click-clack on that stupid little thing. Well, I could be losing service soon. I'm in the mountains, you see. The mountains? Where? There aren't mountains for hundreds of miles. Oh, a little country called Peru. Peru? You're with that father of yours. He put you up to all of this. Put him on right now. Sure thing.
Hey, Tanya, it's your ex-husband. Long time no speak.
I'm not interested in speaking to you, Johnny. I'm only interested in yelling. How dare you turn our daughter against me?
Oh, you know, Tanya. I'm sorry, but I think our service is cutting out. Your texts aren't coming through.
You're lying, all of you.
Oh, well. Bye, Tanya. Hey, I promise we'll name a llama after you.
On their last day in Peru, after receiving Johnny's blessing, Jay proposed to Lynn. They were married by a local shaman in a small mountain temple 1 year later to the day. Lynn was a beautiful bride, and her father proudly walked her down the aisle. After the debacle of New Year's Eve, Tanya became a laughingstock to all of her rich, equally terrible friends. Now her and Pearl stay home every New Year's Eve, with no one to kiss at midnight but each other, which they never do.